Hello everyone, so today it's storefront time. In today's videos I will show you where you can look to see if a user is able to connect to your storefront or not. It's able when he connects, where he leaves a trace of the connection. So it is this is a very nice article from Citrix. You can find a lot of logs in different locations. One location is this one in admin trace under program files, Citrix and receiver StoreFront. In those logs you will find a lot of details like the enumeration process and everything that happens. And if you have big environments, you will have this is a circular log. It will keep everything for 24 hours, and if a file gets bigger than 200 megabytes, it generates a new one, and it keeps them for 24 hours. And if you have an environment with, I don't know, 6,000-7,000 users, you will see that you will reach those 200 megabytes very quickly. So this is one location, and the other one, the most important one, is the ISS log files. Those are written in etpub log files, and one more directory. Here, so C drive in etpub logs log files and W3SC VC1, and here you will have your logs. My environment is small, and yeah, it's in kilobytes, but if you have big environments, then you will have big files. So let's start from the beginning. The first trace of a user logging attempt will be here, so in the ISS logs. And yeah, let's check how they look like. One important thing is, let me show you. So here you will see the registered time. It will be different than your current location, because ISS uses universal time, so it will convert depending on your location. It will convert it to UTC, and yeah, in my case I'm in Romania, and for me it's a 2-hour difference. So, but we will see the process. So let's do the first test. So first we will look here, because this is the location where the login attempt starts. I have the same, so this directory I have mounted in a Linux machine. So you can see this is the same location, and it is on StoreFront 01. I just mounted that location through Linux because I want to show you it with tail, so that we can see the latest updates without reopening that file every time. Okay, so as you can see here, the last attempt was at 16:37, but this is 2 hours behind, because for me it's but we will see it. So it's in the logs are so the server is waiting. It's waiting for a logon attempt. Let's go to, so I have here on my licensing server, I have a storefront. Let me log out, and I want to relog on. Let me see, did this already do something in the logs? No. Yeah, let's try a login. So user 01, log on. So this is enough to leave here a trace. We should see something here in a couple of seconds. Okay. And our last, so we were here at 1637, and this entire part is just the loading of the storefront and the enumeration and everything. So this is one logon attempt, and as you can see, it's 1646, and for me it's 1846. I mean, yeah, the time already 1 minute behind, but it's a 2-hour difference. So when you search for logs, depending on your location, please calculate your difference to the UTC. So this is one important thing. And what you will see here, you will see, so this is your storefront IP, and this is the IP of the client. So this is the IP from my licensing server. (102). So you will always see that, so you know who connected to your storefront. And a lot of actions here. I do not know what they actually are, but yeah, this is how you can get an idea when and who connected, or if that was a successful connection. If it was a successful connection, so this is not helping because I don't see the entire line, but let's go on the storefront because I also have it open in Notepad, and this is doing the same thing. But here you need to go to the last part, and you will see here the codes. So if you have code 500, it's something of an error. I don't know what 401 is, nevertheless, or 300, but you can search those codes on the internet, and you will find out what they mean. I just know that the 500 is you have an issue, and I believe the 401 is something denied. So something is denied during the logon process. I don't know exactly what. Yeah, so this is one log that you can check. If you have multiple storefronts, and it will most likely be that case, you can use a PowerShell script to search what you're looking for. In my case, I already have a very nice PowerShell script, and I can, for example, search for an IP or search for a code. Let's search for an IP. It's 192.168.0, and we had 105. It also asks me how many entries I want to see. Let's see, 20. And if I want to specify a specific time frame, and I don't want to do that because, for example, maybe we do not know when our user logged in, and if we say no, then it will go. The script is in such a way configured that it will go through all those logs, and it will search for that IP. Okay, so let's say no, and let's see, and it will go through through all the storefronts. Let's see, no match found. Why not? 105 is my storefront. It's not the one. So I didn't type it because it's 102. Yeah, my bad. This is why I did not find anything. Clear and run one more time. And the client, we need to search for the client, not for the storefront IP. 192.168.0.102. Okay, let's say 20 entries. No, we do not know when he connected. And he should find something. Again, he didn't find anything. That's strange. No matches found. StoreFront 03. Let's see, why did it not find anything? Maybe because I did not give it a time frame. Yeah, let's try it with the time frame. So 192.168.10 102 20 entries, and let's say yes. So today is the 25.10. Today is the 30 from, I don't know, 12 until 25, 10, 30, and 18. Oh yeah, so it seems that it only works if I insert a time frame. Yeah, I have to recheck my recheck the script. And yeah, in this way, it you can go through all your storefronts and find an entry. You don't have to do it so complicated like I've done it, but it is doable, and you can find the user very fast. Yeah, and my script also generates a CSV, a text file, and it copies the entries, everything related to that entry. Let's even check it out. So it should be in ctemp as logs, and this one, it was just generated. Okay, and here it just copies everywhere all the lines that contain the my IP address, so the address that I searched for. Okay. Yeah, I need to check the script to also exclude that time period so that we can search everywhere. Okay, so this is one location. Another location, of course, the one that Citrix is talking about. This is also interesting. We will get to it in a moment, but another location where you can see logon and log off attempts is in Event Viewer. Let's go to the storefront. Let's open the Event Viewer. Under Windows, Logs and Security. So here you will see the logon and log off attempts under code 46 or event ID 4624 and 4625. And for this, I also created a PowerShell script, because again, if you have 2, 3, or 4 storefronts, you will lose a lot of time connecting to each other and searching for this for the user in this way. And it's best if you build yourself a nice PowerShell script. So this one, it's connecting to each storefront from a list. You define a list, and it searches in exactly that in that log generated by the Windows. So let's execute it, and it's just asking us for the username, and it's user01. I believe I use this one. Not about user01. Okay, so that's my user that I just used. Where is it? 001. And how many days back? Okay, so it will search as many days as you want, or as many days as you know you have available in the event viewer. I would say 1, just this means in the last 24 hours. And it will go and search for the event on each storefront. So on storefront 01, it found 14 events. So logon events, this means a successful logon, and failed logon is 1, and it also gives you the time. So here, for example, in the event viewer, you will see the correct time, so not like the logs in ISS. So this is my login from a couple of minutes ago, so at 18:46, exactly like the clock. But as I showed you in the ISS logs, you will see it 2 hours behind, because this is UTC. Okay, let's go back. So for this you can also use a PowerShell script. For me, as you can see, it searches for the user very fast through the storefronts, because yeah, in my environment, home environment, nothing really happens, so no users do really connect all the time. But if you have a productive environment, this search will take several minutes. So do not panic if you create your own script. If the event viewer has a lot of entries, it will need more time to go through them. And as I've seen, because I've used this already in production, it will eat up about 10 to 15% of your CPU. So, and I had 8 cores on my storefronts, so it was eating up 15% of the CPU. But that's the same amount that you will also use if you just search through the event viewer with the find. So there is no difference, but it's important for you to know that you will have some CPU usage during the event search. Okay, so this was searching in the event viewer on multiple. Let's try another user that I know I connected several times, that it needs to be on all the storefronts. So let's say this is an admin. Nevertheless, I used it everywhere. Let's say 3 days, and the script should find events on both storefronts. I only have 2 storefronts, but I've added the third one to see how it reacts if it doesn't find a store on server, so that it doesn't fail if it doesn't find one. So I searched for another user and it found it on both storefronts. Of course, my user, my admin, has a lot of entries, and it also has a lot of entries on the other storefront. And also this script generates CSV files that those are very handy. Let me show you one. Citrix user reports. So this is Citrix user reports, and we just search for it here at 7. Not use global admin. Okay, this one. Yeah, I don't have Word here. Nevertheless, it copies the event ID, the username, the server name, and it also copies the entire event. So it copies the entire event from Event Viewer in case you will need it. I don't know, if you have to open a vendor case, then you have the entire text of your from the Event Viewer. So this can be very helpful. Okay, and the last one, I want to show you the last location that is known to me. Maybe there are also in different parts those logs, but the last one known to me is under, as in the article. So as here, we can copy directly this. So here are those logs that so this is basically your store name. So I only have one store, and 000, and of course you can have 001, 002. Those are generated. So 001 or 002 will be generated when this file reaches 200 megabytes. And in production, I've seen it that in a day it can reach up to 2 files of 200 megabytes if you have a lot of users. But in those files, you will see a lot of information. It's an XML format, but you can find here if you search for your user 01, user 01. Yeah, it in one time, and you will see it. So it's your domain and the user, and then it will start all the things that the storefront does, enumerates resources and shows a lot of information. Nevertheless, for this I also created a PowerShell script. So it's better. So let's say you don't have any issues now with users, but you should always have a script ready, tested and working that will do this kind of logs search on several storefronts without the need to connect to each one, because this will help you troubleshoot much faster than going through all the storefronts, because the load balancer, you never know what the load balancer is doing, where it sends new connections. So you cannot say that only on one store you will find your logs. Okay, so this PowerShell script I've done you need to just type that store name, and it will just search through all the files that contain the first part of what you type here. Okay, so let's test lab. Okay, and and now it searches for a user. Let's try with I don't know if I connected with put my admin user today or the last days. Okay, so no entries. Let's oh, it found one, or no entries. On StoreFront on StoreFront 02 it found a few entries, but let's do it with the other one, with the other user. Clear screen and user. Oh, here is the store name, test lab, and user 01. So this one needs to have a lot of entries. Okay, so it found on StoreFront 1 77 entries. So don't get panicked, it didn't connect 77 times, but that user shows up several times even if you do a single connection. But for me, this is only interesting. I just want to know on which StoreFront the user tried to authenticate or did the actual authentication, so that I can go on that StoreFront and check it out. Maybe I can find other informations. So this is a very quick test, but this can only be done in the first 24 hours after the user tried to log in. So if this user tried to log in 2 days ago, you will not find anything, because the logs will be overwritten by other logs. So yeah, this is if you received the ticket in the last hours. In the event viewer, of course, the event viewer will keep events as long as it has space defined, as much space it has defined for the log. So if it has a 200 megabyte log size, then it will keep all events until it reaches that size, and then it will start to overwrite the older events. And here in ISS, it's the same. I don't really think it will keep too many. I didn't watch how many days this logs would be kept in a pub. Let me see, logs. Yeah, continue here. I don't know. So those are. Oh no, this is the DDC. Yeah, the DDCS also has this because it has ISS. Where is it here? Yeah, I don't know. It will keep them for a few days. I didn't really check. Yeah, so those are the locations where you can find events, but every single connection first hits the ISS. So just keep in mind, the first log you have to search is the ISS, because this is basically the web page. So this is the, where is it? The StoreFront. So first action will be done on the ISS, and then it will go, if it successfully goes through to the first through the authentication, then it goes or if it successfully is allowed to initiate a connection, then it goes through the other logs. Okay, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you liked this type of video, and yeah, have a great day.